Did you play the intro?
Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Oh, hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm good. How you been?
I just came back and watching the Evening Rush show with Dawn and Rainbow.
How was it?
It was great, girl. You gotta watch it.
Yo, what's good, man? It's Dawn.
It's Rainbow. Be back with a whole new season of fun and entertainment.
We talk about current events,
Business.
relationships,
You need any advice,
and the mailbag letters.
or you have a suggestion about a topic.
We're back with a whole new season.
You name it, we talk about it.
Every Wednesday from 7 to 8 at the Evening Rush Network.
Catch us on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Facebook Live, Twitch, Mixcloud, and all the podcasting sites.
Email us at theeveningrush@gmail.com. If you want to catch up on any of the shows, not just the Evening Rush, but any of the shows on the network, you can go
On the eveningrushnetwork.com.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching.
Evening Rush.
Hope you enjoy.
You know what it is, man? It's the Evening Rush.
Stop yelling
We're
at
doing
me,
a
Dawn.
special live show. What's going on? How's everybody doing? So, we got Miss Rainbow in the building. We got my bro Rels in the building. Yo, what's good? And you already know who I am. So, today's topic is going to be crazy, but before we hit there, I want to definitely get to know how y'all weekend was. What's going on, Rainbow? How was your
I don't
weekend?
know. Everybody know how my weekend was. I watched Monday. I know my weekend was. It was right. I did it. Oh, no. Sunday I had a pop-up. Last week, social complaint. Right. But,
How was your pop-up? Because I keep missing them, and I'd be really upset about it. But this week I had to go to work, so I'm definitely.
it was supposed to be Saturday. Saturday would have been a better day, but it was supposed to rain all day Saturday.
So they
Right.
switched it.
But then it didn't rain until like 7 o'clock. So, whatever. And then Sunday was cold.
But yeah, was it indoor or outdoor?
It was outdoor, but it wasn't too bad. But
Mm.
I did pretty well, you know. I was selling the alcohol.
Shit, I would have got some because it would have kept everybody warm.
They selling a whole bunch. Everything was edible.
Yeah, I was seeing that on the flyer. That's why I
I
was
was like,
like, I'm definitely in look for a weed sponsor. So
everybody back there, I was like, this is old. I can't help y'all. I would be
yeah, that's why I want a weed
I
sponsor.
feel like we would make me paranoid, so I ain't even attempting it.
It's a fact that it does make me paranoid, so I definitely don't. That's why I stopped smoking.
I'm a paranoid person, period.
Let me have
I
my
always-
drink. I'm
I already
straight.
think somebody be fucking watching me. I'd be like, you make another turn with me, mister. I'm going to take you somewhere. Like, I had some weed in my system.
And you already. So how was your weekend, Well?
Everything's good. You just work. That's all I do. Work. More work. Podcast work, regular work, everything. So just trying to stay busy.
Okay. Now, some people be trying to stay busy because, they're trying to keep time on things.
Are you trying to avoid something?
Right.
Oh no, not me. Everything in life is good right now. I'm just trying to hustle and trying to
Get that
build
grind on.
yeah, better future. I want to be in the hood forever.
Right.
Hey, Wacko.
So my weekend was
You said you worked
great.
on Sunday, so.
No, I had a great weekend.
Okay.
I had an excellent weekend. Saturday was lit. We had family time. I jumped out the window for a little bit.
I don't. Is this an analogy, or did you really jump
No,
out?
no, no. It was not. I jumped out the window and had a great time.
Good.
But my most important part of the weekend came to the birthday.
I didn't even see it.
I will say this.
No. You can't say anything right now. You gotta hold up. Big Daddy Kane proved why he was the true God. Why he had Brooklyn on his back. Bro. And see, I knew you was gonna say something, so I was gonna let I'm gonna let you get your 5. Don't worry.
I'm gonna watch it.
Because once he played his favorite I can fuck, what you gonna put?
started dancing?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Scoop was up
He
there.
should have had Diddy up there.
Scoop was up there with him. And
Diddy
they did the original dance.
I seen that on the clip on
They put a lot of hip hop legends.
Shout out to Nice and Smooth. When they did Pimpin' Ain't Easy, I felt like I was back in high school. God damn it.
Pimpin' is easy.
My wife looked at me like I was crazy. She wanted to smack me, to be honest. You know. Do I look like a hoe? Hey, no, I'm not calling you a hoe. High school just came all back all of a sudden. Man, I had to watch myself. Beautiful experience, man. But will I say this? That was another great versus. I'm not gonna give KRS too many props. I do feel he did a great job. No, I said not too many.
Wow.
I'm gonna say he did a great job. You know what I'm saying? He brought out Mad Lion.
A little Brooklyn bias, isn't it?
Gotta take it easy. Yeah. But if you notice, like his rhyming skills, everything was like I couldn't understand nothing he was saying, and it just I just like wow.
I don't know. I didn't see it. So I can't say yes.
Nah, KRS One was dope. I will not say he wasn't dope. He was definitely dope. But I'm not gonna give him 1,000 pounds. Sorry, not gonna. He did a great job. He's old.
They're both old.
Yeah, word. Like,
shout out to Kid Capri though.
He old.
You know what I mean? I think DJ Scratch was doing way too much. That was the only thing.
It's almost like they tried to make it about them.
Yeah. He won a DJ battle.
That's how it was back in the day, though. It was about the DJ.
But the first hour of the verses was a DJ battle.
That's how it was.
and that's my thing. Like leave it at what it is. Don't. And Kane told him like, yo, this is verse. Oh, excuse me. KRS One told him like, yo, this is the battles, like the verses, it's artists, not DJs.
I don't remember what DJ, but at one point, one DJ was even freestyling on. He was doing it.
That was Kid Capri. Yeah, Kid Capri did the freestyle, which was dope. But what you call it, try to get disrespectful with it, Scratch. But Kane, yo, chill, don't do that. I felt like Buckshot was there. I felt like he was coming at Kane, and I felt the way. Like, bro, we from Brooklyn together. Why are you
even kind of see Kane's reaction?
Yeah. Like he was ready, but he threw him his flowers, and I was like, I had a bad experience with Buckshot, so we knew each other from the dirt, so But
so you wouldn't buy none of his albums now?
I'm not a big Helter Skelter OGC fan. I'm not. Yeah. And don't get it twisted. Stuck B is my mama. That's my right hand man. Love Stuck to death. But I've never been a real fan. I've been Daz Effect, Redman. At that when I was growing up, those were the two. The you know what I mean? K Solo, all of them. Those were the ones I was listening to. It wasn't really. Now my boy, on the other hand, my boy Polite, that was all he played in the crib. I walked in the crib. It was a boot camp house. Bucktown, that's all I heard. Oh, and I love Smith and Wesson. I won't fun of Smith and Wesson. No. It's not gonna happen. Our fight was legendary, and till today. I'm sorry, I will not be coming.
Hey, Tone.
What up, Tone? But once again, shout out to Kane. I think he took that versus. I don't care what no one has to say. I would really, truly acknowledge that.
So who would you like to see in a verse? Oh, yeah.
I saw who I really wanted to see.
Who's that?
Red and Mac.
I mean, was that really a versus? That was just a process.
It was, yeah.
Because the two of them are
they did one and the same.
They're the same person.
Well, with the verses, sometimes it's like some of them you can tell are really battling each other, and some of them you can tell they just happy to be there.
The Logic Dipset, that was a fun battle.
About that one.
What? Come on, bro.
I still haven't listened to much of this.
Harlem wasn't strong enough.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it for you?
Bro, you can't claim the Bronx and Harlem. You only claim one, bro.
It's right over the bridge.
I understand, but you can only claim one, bro.
But they really not.
But hold on, I wanted to hear his feedback about KRS.
When I was in high school, I was a big Dipset fan.
Okay.
So super. So now the battle coming, I'm like, okay, they
No,
got this.
Yeah.
And then Jada killed him with the
You-
Biggie,
but
with the
no,
Buchacha beat, and I was like, it's
really-
over.
You really,
Was
like,
a
Yeah.
Dipset fan. Like,
He-
I thought it went.
No. He literally jumped on my page when I put up the lock
Exactly.
and said, Dipset got this.
I was wearing pink because of camera.
Woo! That's so disrespectful to the hood.
Oh my God! Oh wow!
You really thought that Dipset was really going to be.
I know. I thought Cam was going to carry it to Dipset.
You thought Cam was going to carry
And then.
But how many songs did you think Cam was going to carry? And you have to think about. You have to.
I ain't gonna front. I started looking at. I'm like, yo, damn.
Exactly.
I forgot about this. Yeah, it was a couple.
Maybe I already knew it was going to be a lot because I was a big DNS fan, and they
once Dipset came out and Cam sat on the lawn chair, I was like, he's not taking it serious.
No.
He took it serious when because he felt Jimmy and what's his name?
Joel.
Yeah, was gonna be able to hold it down.
No.
Then when he realized that, yes, because
Yeah,
when he realized they wasn't gonna do what they had to do, that's when he got up and started getting on the mic.
He took it serious when he picked South Raven.
Yeah.
They was about to really have a fight there. Like, how you hit me, my nigga? Like, how we do this?
Yo, but I want to hear what I want to hear about KRS One.
You know, I want to know.
I know, but let's hear about KRS One. I gotta hear it. No, I will say no.
Why not?
Buster deserves to go against somebody else versus Missy, and I love Missy. Don't get it twisted.
Who would you put against Missy?
There's not really too many people you can.
Who would you put against Buster?
To be honest, I want to see him go against like a Jay or Nas type situation.
That's not the same thing.
Even I would go Diddy.
Nah.
And hold on, I'm gonna tell you why.
Just Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. You would have to go.
Definitely, I give that. I want to see that.
That's more of a
but the reason why,
that's not.
Remember Diddy was.
Diddy was an artist.
As much as people want to take away
Diddy was
Diddy's
a rapper.
They didn't have.
You listen. As much as you want to take away Diddy hit, I'm gonna say Diddy hit. They Diddy hit. As much as you want to take away those Diddy hits, I want to say it like this.
And you would put him against Buster?
Nah.
Because I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna tell you why.
They're gonna be out there dancing?
Performance. Buster is the number one performer in the world to me.
But if you think about it, so is Missy. Have you ever been to a Missy show?
No.
She's a performer. And if you look at the videos, Missy and Buster have the same type of videos.
I can't see Buster going against a girl. I want to see Buster go against a dude. Because I want to see Buster bust somebody's ass. And I mean really, because once him and Spliff is on a stage, it's a phenomenal. Magic, like, you're not going to move the way them two move. I've seen them live, knock down. Matter of fact, it was P. Diddy and the Film's tour. And they was at the Garden, and I watched that shit. And I watched how they destroyed that fucking set. Like, it was bananas. Every move they both made was just, like, in sync. This nigga went high, this nigga went low.
You don't have, they've been doing this same set for the last 20 years. So if they don't have it mastered by now, I don't know what the hell to tell
and
them.
then and then Jada raised the bar for a lot of these artists now.
Yeah.
There's no abs in you. You
can't
going
rap
verse.
Your own beat, songs no more.
You gotta go hard. You know what I'm saying? But once again, like I said, I want to see Buster versus dude. I don't want to see him versus girl. Then give me a better dude.
It's
like
I'll give you a list of better dudes.
Give me some better dudes then.
This all Diddy gonna be out there doing.
Nah, Diddy's hits have been phenomenal.
Even though,
once again, yes. But even Diddy has some hits.
Not saying
even though he didn't write them shit, he had some hits.
No, Jada did.
Other artists too, Mike Curry, Mace, D-Dep.
Yeah.
So yeah, but once Diddy had some hits. I know. I don't even want to hear Tone because I already know Tone.
That's not bad. Roots versus Outkast.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I would sway towards Outkast, so I'm not gonna lie. Only because Andre 3000 is phenomenal, and Big Boy when he plays the purple song. I forgot the name of it. I always forget the name of it. Oh world, when he play that shit, that shit is gonna be phenomenal.
Let me ask you a question. They did I have no idea. He don't even like Buckshot. I can't even.
Listen, I explained to me why. It's personal reasons.
You put the music aside.
No, won't do it. Because I have to listen to it. I'm just not gonna listen to it. Yeah. You once you have that in Brooklyn, once we take that fight, and you don't have no definitive winner, it's either we fight again or there's just no. That's it. We can never be friends again. So even though, like I said, I have not ran across him again since that situation, and we were like 12.
Oh, I didn't even know what you look like now.
Said, wow.
Man, now you recognize him.
And I recognize him, of course, but and and listen, I don't know, like I don't want to say that because when you in Coney Island, you remember niggas from back in the day. There's no you forget that.
Nah,
nigga.
You remember if you
certain niggas.
You had with somebody, you'll never forget.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure.
All right, are we done with the verse?
Yeah. No, because I want to hear what he felt about that.
Look, I didn't grow up on old school hip hop. When I was in high school in the '90s, it was Dipset, rock. But I listened to I watched that verses, and I was just like, I couldn't start watching. KRS-One I gravitated to. I was like, I feel like he destroyed Big Daddy Kane. Honestly,
I knew he was gonna say that,
but
like the story, like okay.
Like I feel like he just had more energy. No, you don't think so?
Awesome.
His lyrics is way better.
First of all,
when he played the bridges over, when he played certain songs he played, I felt
they're
energy.
not the same type of rapper.
Yes,
that's
but it didn't matter. That actually did not play a part in it.
Nah, it wasn't even a competition. It was just more about a celebration.
Yes,
I get that.
But and that's what because last week I did agree with you with that. But this week I would tell you, like, honestly, I wouldn't even say that right now. Like, it was a celebration, and
there were a couple
when they went hit to hit,
they would. Like with KRS-One did the freestyle, and Big Daddy Kane came out and said a little slick comment after. Yeah, I was like, all right, but then after that, it just went right back to the celebration.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I gotta say, it was a very dope version. Yeah, very dope.
Well, I have to go and watch it. I went into him.
Here we go.
But
let's get back to business.
Wait, I got one more thing to talk about. So last night was the premiere of Queens. Did anybody else watch it? Oh, horrible ass
man, I ain't watching
it. It's a show with Eve, Brandy, Notori, and
okay, none of those girls are on my number one radar list, so no, I'm not checking it. If we would have had like Taraji in it or Hallie in it or Leah Long in it, I definitely would check for it.
It's supposed to be in the old rap from the 90s. Now, they reunited.
What group? Because only one who was in the group was Notorious.
She was DLW, right?
It is a fictional picture. It's not a
real... okay.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm not checking for that. So, on that note...
Thank you, Keisha. I liked it, too. You're a hater.
Butter liked it.
I know. That's why I said thank you, Keisha.
Shout out to our sponsor, Saints by Butter, man. You already.
For the women who watched it out there, it was a good show.
Make sure y'all tune in for it.
Power. 10 o'clock.
Check in for it.
That's right. I'm not promoting on ABC.
Yo. So, let's talk about Rels. Let's see what's good, man. How you been, man? First and foremost, I want to get into the podcast situation. What made you want to do a podcast?
All right, so that's a good question, but I don't know. It's a little more of a. I've been sitting on it for a while, so it was just like I wanted to try something different. But the whole thought of at first was starting. It was like, how do I start it? What do I do? Where do I go? And I just sat in my room one day and just started recording. It was a little hard at first, but it's almost like I had to get into the mind frame of it. You're just pretty much talking to yourself and just putting it out there for everybody else to listen to.
I ain't about to say it.
It's different when you do it that way.
Yes, it is. It is.
Let me tell you something. If I had to talk to myself,
and listen,
when you started, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, that is actually one of the best ways to learn how to become a podcaster.
When I first started it, I was like, okay, I'll be able to talk about something for an hour. Start talking and then you finish it and it's like, okay, I'll talk for 15 minutes.
Yeah, because I was checking. You know, I was checking on when I was checking for your podcast.
You know, I was like a year ago about this.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, this
it's not easy.
It's not easy
for 15 minutes.
Nope.
Because you'll be thinking like.
I mean, you know what it is when you gotta hold the show. Like my whole thing is holding the show. You know what I mean? Like, I already know, for example, we got to hold the show for an hour.
But it's easier when it's
So
more
even
than,
if I was in the studio by myself and I had to hold a show for an hour, it's like being on the book. You just got to have something to talk about at that time.
No, but it might be easier because you have an audience too, so you can be talking for hours.
And there you go.
In. Me, I'm sitting in there in the room with the door closed with the headphones on, like, so I got this done. All right, 12 minutes and 13 seconds. What the hell?
Somebody said you sound really low.
All right. So yeah, I'm just like, so that's why I came up with the whole concept of the uncut conversations that I have on the IG page,
which is dope. Which I apologize, I didn't get to do this week. It was, once again, this app situation has been busting my ass.
I didn't get what you were supposed to do this week.
Yeah, this app situation has been busting my ass. And it's I'm first of all, shout out to the fact that we on Google now as an app, so you could go to Google Play Store, download that app, and watch everything on the app. But it's the Apple part of it. Apple has been busting my ass.
Apple with this stuff.
Like they don't make this shit easy.
They don't make anything easy.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you want to be on Apple, have an app on Apple, you're gonna have to put this work in. That entry got to be good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's a lot more difficult for me. But you've been doing the podcast on Anchor.
Yeah. For like since I think the first one I did was August 29th. So it's been like a little about 2 months.
Yeah. So and then you already in season 2. I was like,
yeah, because I did. All right, so I do 13 episodes, right? I don't know what it made me get. I just 13, and then I was like, I'm gonna go to season 2. I don't want to keep doing like season 1, and it's like I'm on episode 30. So I tried something different.
Wow, what are you saying? You on episode 22.
We like a show on like network TV. They'll have 23.
Yeah, I'm still on cable access. Give me some time.
Well, you're no longer on cable access because you're on Evening Rush Network.
Oh well, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Moving up, I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah. So with the uncut conversations part, it was like I needed something to expand the podcast. So what I do is when I make a topic, I ask people if they want to help me out. So what they do, they'll give me their opinion on whatever topic it is. I'll put it on the IG page, and then I'll just take the audio and add it to the podcast. Nice. So it gives it a little bit more time.
And you dropped one today.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
that.
I'm sorry, my we ain't at our system where I could be hitting the claps and all that, but you know we here.
Today's topic was can you be with someone who's not as sexual as you are?
And the answer to that question is.
Oh, you about to give me my uncut conversation right now? No, I appreciate that.
The answer to that question is yes and no. I'm gonna go with
what?
Yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no?
Being that I'm in a marriage now, so yes, there's different things I accept versus different things I don't accept. Now, if I wasn't in a marriage, hell fucking no.
So you mean to tell me before you got married, and you and your now wife was in a relationship, you wasn't putting up with the shit?
No. I think, remember how many times we ever had this conversation? I think sex is a majority of your relationship.
I don't think so.
It's the majority of your
relationship. Is the majority of your relationship.
It depends on.
She's going to group sex into the intimacy.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
But that doesn't mean so tonight he don't have sex. No.
Do you not know that's the setup for how you start a relationship? If you really think about it, majority of relationships that start,
I don't have sex all the time.
They knock down like every other day.
Not me.
Because you're new. Everything's new.
It's a honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Once you get out of that, now you get into the real shit. It's like, okay, you get it once a week, maybe twice a week, 3 times if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? It's like shooting dice and shit. So, you know what I mean? That's how it goes.
You better
shout out to all the people that get it every day, though. Shout out to all of y'all. But like I said, me personally, the old me, hell fucking no. I can't get none. We what? Oh, the relationship's done. I'm out.
I don't want to have sex.
Either that or I'm cheating.
So my God!
I don't want to have sex. It's easy for men to say it's different. We have different hardware. It's different hardware.
So, and this is the reason why I tell you all the time, cheating. Women shouldn't be cheating because y'all have different hardware. I agree.
We absolutely do have different.
So y'all should never cheat on your man.
You a liar.
You should never cheat on your man because at the end of the day, you're destroying the house that he built.
Who said he built this house?
If he's in there for years, he built that house.
Nobody built no house here.
You ain't do the Kegels? You ain't do the Kegels? The Kegels tighten it back up. He opens it back up. Same, like, yo, you're destroying the house that he built.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know it, but it's an organ. It tightens itself back up. You ain't got to do no Kegels. I ain't push no babies through this coochie, so I don't got to do no.
All right, so see, that's the difference.
I ain't got to do none of that.
But then when you, like I said all the time, when you know other people are entering your kingdom, they're stretching it out or they're making the walls loosen and then the Libyans start weakening and that shit start hanging and looking disgusting like some chopped meat. I don't know nothing. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real.
I'm not a porn star. I'm not just. That's not what's happening here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So, to answer your question, yes and no. Yes.
Yes.
In my situation now, being a married man, yes. If my wife don't want to do it, okay, I got to be an understanding man and do what I got to do.
If you were single, it'd be a different story.
But if I was single, fuck out of here. Shorty, bounce.
I mean, if you're single, what are you waiting around
I mean,
for?
even if
you're in a relationship. Yeah.
If you know.
How long is this relationship we're talking about? Because, Dawn, you just sound like you just trying to give up. If that ain't your wife, fuck it. I don't care if we.
How long are we going to play these games? Like, I'm not with the game. That to me is a game. Like, women hold.
That's like dating and she making you wait 3 months.
Yeah. Like, come on. Who does that?
People.
I need a test drive.
It's a probationary period.
After second
What's wrong with being on probation?
After the second date, I need a test drive.
Exactly.
Got to interview first.
Yeah.
I get it. First of all, Dawn sound like he like, oh, we together for 2 years, and when we started, she was real sexual. Now she like, you know what? It ain't, She's like, fuck that bitch. I'm out.
It's either that or I cheat. You made me cheat because now I gotta get pictures.
There we go.
It's just
real.
Because
you want to have sex every day?
Every other day is acceptable, or every 3 days is acceptable.
Wow.
You listen.
Well, how you gonna leave you the co-host?
I had a 3-day rule.
I'm out with that shit.
That's my whole shit. Like I had a literally 3-day rule when I was dating. Like in 3 days, I need to have sex. That's just what it was. So every 3 days.
Well, damn it, I should be single.
Listen.
But I ain't.
After 18 years. No, after 18 years. I mean, y'all put in the work to where if you say
I'm not in the mood for it,
that nigga be like, all right, babe. Okay, babe. It just keep it moving.
Don't make my man sound like he a dummy. Okay,
nah, I ain't.
Okay, dude. Okay.
I'm going to sip on that one, too. I ain't say no such thing. You know, I got nothing but love for Kawan. So to answer what would be your take on your own question?
No, I can't. It's simple.
Most men and most women they don't have the same sex drive.
Luckily for me, mine does. Hers might be more than mine. I got to keep up.
See, that's a beautiful thing.
Listen,
yo, see, I don't even have the bomb for that. I would have dropped the bomb for that.
I don't want it.
That's a real woman thing. Like, yo, she's just handling business. Like, listen, this nigga ain't leaving here.
Why?
She's the best.
No,
she's the best.
Love
you, Marty.
Why is that the only reason why you think that?
Nah, that's not the only reason. No. It's not the only reason. I'm saying what I'm saying is this.
No, but you just said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this so he don't leave."
No, meaning like she's making sure house is kept.
That ain't.
That's real woman shit.
That ain't even. It ain't even for him. Sorry, but it ain't even for him. It ain't even for him. He just said that her sex drive is higher than his.
Yeah.
It's for her, not for him.
Yeah, I gotta keep the house.
Yeah.
Look. You gotta do what you gotta do to make your woman happy. Look, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have had the same mindset. Now I'm older. Now look.
All right.
So it's not. It doesn't always have to be. Oh well, his sex drive It's lower than hers. My sex
See, that's
drive may
weird.
be lower than his.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
To me, that's weird. I've never heard.
Everyone does not have the same sex drive.
But I feel like the older a female gets, the higher her sex drive gets.
Sometimes.
True.
I feel like when us as men, when we're younger, it's like all the time, and then we get older, and then it's like, yeah, it's like you know, I had a long day at work, I'm tired.
She's like,
yeah, no, she's like,
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And I just have to, you know, have a
You
tear
gotta
down
man
my eye.
up.
Yeah, you know.
She's got a man up. I guess it happens. I wouldn't.
I know that's hard for me.
For me, that wouldn't be a deal breaker.
All right, yo, we gotta pay bills real quick. If you need to know how to get your own podcast, this is what you do.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Our sponsors are for the Evening Rush with Dawn and Rainbow goes as follows. Sayings by Butter, clothing done right. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Sayings by Butter. A Cause, a Concern, and a Solution Inc. by Chaplain Christine Winslow. Follow them on Instagram at team_Winslow. The Gallery online radio show every Tuesday from 7 to 9. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Get the book You Love, You Learn by Martine Felton, author and life coach. Visit www.martinefelton.com. Gear up on J. Mac Lanes. Visit them on Instagram and Facebook for your apparel and accessory needs. Looking for a good baker? Visit Envious Creations on Instagram. Call, text, DM, or email your orders. Have you tried Plush Vodka? Visit them at www.plushvodka.com to place your order. Hot Commodity Cosmetic and Lash Studios. Visit them at Instagram at hotcommodity_cosmetics. And those are the sponsors of the Evening Rush with Dawn and Rainbow.
Yo, we back. You already know what it is. Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 to 8.
We got the time right, yo.
I gotta add our new sponsor. Shout out to Industry 21 Magazine.
Okay.
My bro Dame. I already know what it is, bro. So I want to get back into our great conversation.
It's not a deal breaker for me.
It's not a deal breaker for me anymore.
I agree with his statement.
I don't think it's ever been a deal breaker.
So you're saying if Swan said, you know,
women are white.
But
if he told me
if
wait,
he wanted it every day,
no, nigga,
or
it's not
every
happening.
or at least 3 times a week.
Now or back then?
Anytime, no. I'm joking. I'm good for a compromise, but first of all, I don't see him every day.
Wait, what's a compromise?
What do you mean what's a compromise?
Yeah, like you good for a compromise, so you meet him halfway in the middle.
I would.
So
If
2 times a week.
I could. I would. I'm fine with that. Yeah. What's wrong with your eye? John's eye over here jumping like he's ready to fight.
That's not bullshit to me.
I don't. You know what it is? We don't see each other every day anyway. It's not like we live together, so I don't see him all the time. So when I do see him,
and see, that's the difference. Because when you have a woman that's living in the house with you, you're prone to fall back a little bit more because y'all see each other all the time. There's no break. There's no, you know what I mean? Your break is I go to work. Mm-hmm. By the time you come home, it's dinner. If you have kids, that's even more stress and headache. Because now it's like she's tired from that. Then you gotta help her out in order to get pussy because you can't get none if you don't help out. So that's another additive. And then it's like, all right, by the time 10 o'clock hit, the kids are asleep. Y'all motherfucking tired.
Y'all motherfucking, I'm like, y'all don't want to fucking sleep. I gotta get
so it's like, yo, now I gotta wait till Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I work on Sunday, so I definitely know listen. I do an 8 on Sunday.
I work on Saturday.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I'm not willing to. I need that rest.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's my long day. So I need that rest.
Exactly.
So Saturday, between Friday and Saturday, if I don't get none, listen, that was just what it was that week. Now I gotta wait a whole another week, and I gotta hope the period don't kick in between that week. That motherfucker's a player hater right there.
I know.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, yo, you should have just got
First of all, but this is my whole thing. Y'all men kill me with that. That whole you got your period. It's not happening. Y'all act like it's happening to y'all.
It is.
It's not.
We're part of this. What do you think? Yeah, no, we're part of this.
You're not the one who's coochie bleeding. That's not y'all.
I'm taking the blunt of it. I'm dealing with your attitude. I'm dealing with the bullshit.
You don't have an attitude when
first of all, I hate motherfucking tampons. Tampons and pads I hate because they all over the fucking place in garbages. Then on top of that shit, I don't want to lay next to you. I smell coochie. No.
Oh, wow.
Move over. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you. Listen, we in a state of war right now. Your coochies and me is in a state of war. You be over there, I'll be over here. We cool. I love you. But I'm still, here. I'm puffing up the pillow in between us. We straight. It's war, goddammit.
Puffing up the pillow in between. Let me tell you.
Listen, we have extra pillows. We have the pregnancy pillows still in our bed.
Let me tell you something. I feel like
I'm used to that.
You can't lay with me when I got my period.
I'm laying with you.
You can't lay with me when I ain't got my period.
I'm laying with you. We in the same bed. Like, I'm laying with you.
You don't want to cuddle with me when I got my
cuddle.
period?
Whoa.
Yes, cuddle. Yes, cuddle.
That's a lot.
That ain't a... You know what? I gotta go.
I'll give you half an arm something.
I cuddle all the time.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I'm a cuddler. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
Sorry.
Amen.
See, that's why. See, both of y'all on that side. But yeah, not with it. The cancer.
Emotional cancer.
Oh.
You took away the journey. I don't know. Oh. Listen, no, we're great people. First of all, Cancer and Tauruses are great for sexual experiences. And I've looked that up. That shit is a fact.
I don't want no cancer.
The only thing about is that your mouth. That's what'll fuck everything up.
They say Tauruses will bring up anything.
Yes.
If we're in a fight, remember when you was 12, you was in the bed?
Not me.
No.
I'm the calm, cool, collective Taurus. I don't do all that.
What the fuck is calm, cool, collective? What's that?
Say nothing.
That's me.
Say nothing.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Nah, but when you don't say nothing, it makes the argument
worse.
I know.
It makes the argument worse because now I'm talking to you and you're not listening.
No.
That makes me sit here and say, you know what? I'm going out.
Now I listen.
That don't work either.
That now ends the conversation at all.
I'm just not answering you. I ain't got nothing. Oh, you not gonna say nothing? For what? What do you say?
What's worse, not saying nothing or just saying okay at the end of the day?
You not saying nothing. And I'm gonna explain to you why. Because if we're not gonna communicate,
I don't know.
When we don't communicate, you know what that tends to do for me? That means we're not communicating at all.
Yeah, but
so that means
hey,
for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, we're not fucking talking. I don't have shit to say to you. You didn't want to communicate when I wanted to communicate.
It's not that I don't want to.
I don't like arguing.
I don't either.
So,
that's the thing. I don't like arguing. So that's why I like to communicate. Communicate is just having a one-on-one conversation at this level, this tone.
Is it ever at that?
Yes. Me and my wife have great. We communicate, and I'm surprised because there's only times where we will explode, but we learn to not explode in front of our children. That makes sense. So that's the reason why it's a little more contained in our house.
I don't know. Well, we all know I'm already loud, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's a.
When I feel like the decibels went here, that means we're not communicating. We're having a fight, and I choose to walk away.
It all depends on
I'm good at walking away. I don't know why. I'm perfect at that motherfucker.
Listen, my girlfriend's a Virgo. And we have great chemistry.
Shit. Oh,
but
so is my fiance.
But listen, everything is great until you argue, and it's over. It's over. I could be like this, and she's like, and I'm just like, okay, and it drives her crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if I don't say nothing, it's even worse. So
Virgos to me is a no-go.
Nah, Virgos are great. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Virgos are great.
Not for Cancer. No, they're not. No. You go that way, I'll go this way. Definitely. That's like Capricorn with us. Can't do Capricorns. I want to work all the time. My emotional ass need attention. I'm not
You
feeling
are a
it.
definite Cancer.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely. I need attention. I
I need attention too.
I don't want
my
that.
love language is quality time. See, this is why if you spend some time
And I'm a
with me,
giver.
if you spend time with me,
My love language is being a
if we
giver.
don't have sex, I'm fine with that. Just spend some time with me, cuddle, watch a movie. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with watching a Lifetime movie on Saturday night.
Whoa.
Like,
That's a crazy people channel.
No, not every movie.
That's
on
a
Lifetime
relationship. That's a relationship channel.
No,
I'm
that's a
about to say
crazy
not
people
every
channel.
movie
No, it's a
on
relationship channel.
Lifetime is like.
Nah, they movies is crazy though. They movies are crazy.
I'm definitely not feeling it.
Nah.
Off that subject, I will not be talking about the Lifetime channel.
I'm
Hell
just
no.
saying.
2920, excuse me. 20, no, it's
2920.
2920.
Yes, sir.
All right, sorry, I apologize
What
for that.
made you come to this?
Yeah.
So actually, my partner, shout out to Black Oak, he was the one that came up with the name.
Oh, what is good, Black Oak? Yeah, he wrote an excellent book.
I'm about to say he was on.
I went and bought that book.
Way at the very
Yeah, he was
beginning.
at the beginning. Yeah, he did. So we were coming up with names or whatever the case may be, and he was the one that was just like, what about 2920? The 2920 actually is the day that we started the business, so February 9th, 2020. So we just combined the numbers.
I thought it was something special. Not saying that was special. So 29 is
See, I'm gonna let that go because you're a Taurus, so we good. But actually, but the whole purpose of
birthday was the 29th.
But the purpose of the clothing line was just I just didn't want to wear anybody else's stuff anymore. Like, I want to wear my own stuff. Like if I can pay $90 for a Nike shirt, I can create my own stuff and wear it.
Dang, love it, because that's the reason I like it. Yep. I prefer to wear my own clothing than wear somebody else's shit. I got tired of that a long time ago.
At this point, the only other people's stuff I'll wear is other people who I know got clothing lines because I'll support their business too. Mm-hmm. The support is very important. If you don't have it, but that's the only. Other than that, I won't wear like Nike. I try to stay away from it. Like only
it's so
sneakers,
expensive for no reason.
I just started wearing sneakers, so that is the only reason. Not well. It's been a year now that I started wearing because I was more into boots. I wore Timberlands every day, all day. Yeah, all day.
Timberlands in the 90-degree summer.
You damn right. Walk through with my
shit,
shorts.
I was ready to take my shoes off when I got in here because my shoes was hot. I was like, why so hot today?
I grew up though wearing Timbs all the time. I haven't had a pair in a couple of years, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I was Timberland all year long. Love my Timbs.
They used to have like all of them decent broccolis. The construction,
all black construction.
The only ones I have now is a burgundy pair.
I don't have
no only ones I have now is a black.
I ain't got no Timbs. I haven't had Timbs since I was in like high school.
I don't know. Like I've been
I would wear Timbs with
Timbs.
Everything.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Shorts in the summertime with.
So I got used to them like on my feet that well that I could. Oh shit!
Did my mother buy my Timbs? No, I think I bought my own Timbs. In high school, I had, I went to school 1 week, went to work 1 week, I had a little job. So I was just buying shit, just to buy shit.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been the last time I had Timbs. My mother took me to the outlet.
I think I realized I needed to stop wearing them with like 90 degrees with cargo shorts on and Timbs on. Like, what am I doing in a tank top? Like, it just don't sound like it don't go together.
Nah, yo, it
was a New York thing, though. But it's a New York thing, though.
It works fine with me. I love my thing.
Down south, they do that too.
But what I love about the shirt actually is the Roman.
Got like different logos, but
that is what pops out.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you see when you're wearing it on the on your IG, I'm always liking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what color you have it in, that's what stands out the most.
Appreciate it.
So I definitely gotta support your brand. Definitely.
No discount.
I didn't ask for a discount.
Okay.
I just said I'm broke. I
have my people for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we don't give out prices. But the main thing about that was the main thing. The reason why I wanted to bring up the fact of business is because people look at podcasting like they're not gonna get great business out of it. Mm-hmm. So, for example, as we're pushing our sponsors, they think, oh well, get that little chop for the sponsors and shit. and they don't feel like their sales are gonna be moved any type of way.
Sponsors don't feel like their sales are gonna be moved.
No, a lot of yeah, people that
I feel like nothing happens overnight. You got to grind for it. If it's the results are gonna show eventually.
Yeah.
You just got to get there. When I started the podcast, even the clothing line, I didn't think I was gonna be a billionaire overnight. I'll probably be a billionaire in 5 years from now.
People don't like some like that's why I say shout out to Butter. Her sales move, her clothing's definitely moving.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And the other sponsors, Envious Creations, her sales are moving, booming. But they also had their own grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They grind a little different. And that's where that exposure, even though you're getting this extra exposure, now different people are hearing and seeing about your product, you're grinding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're still pushing your product. So it's not just on the fact that, okay, I got a radio saying my shit. I'm still getting that exposure that I need from me grinding.
If you look at my IG, I'll post a podcast preview, and go right after that, post a workout photo preview. Go after that, post a 2920 preview. Like, I'm just moving. I'm just trying to put everything out there.
I be trying to do that, but I got like 85 businesses.
But see, and even with having 85 businesses, you still put focus on two of your major businesses, which is One by Rainbow and Rainbow Accessories. Even though you have the Rainbow Closet thing that you just started.
The closet fashion.
Okay. I said the Rainbow thing.
No, it's not like the Rainbow.
But still, that's another thing where you still grind. You know what I mean? You're doing pop-up shops every week, so all your businesses are exposed. They're out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something people don't do. Like, yo, go to a pop-up shop.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't invest in yourself, how do you expect to invest in anything you do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When I started this podcast, man, a lot of people was like, yeah, we just doing podcasting again. And then all of a sudden we popped up with 3 shows. Then we popped up with 5 shows. Now we're at 10 shows, and people are looking at us a little different. And the fact that we're syndicated made it even better.
Mm-hmm.
Then the fact that now we got apps. Okay, now
Expansion.
I see them moving.
Expansion.
They doing something.
Yep.
Now I just want to quit my job. How about that?
We're working.
Okay.
We're gonna get it.
That's right.
You know, I'm not gonna quit my job. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm quitting.
The benefits at my job are just too good to just quit.
Mine too. Mine too.
Just to sit there and say, you know what, yeah, I'm making thousands of dollars, but yeah, these benefits are good. Can I just retire with the benefits?
I only work at my regular job 2 days a week, so I ain't getting no benefits. It is nice. It is nice to only work 2 days a week. Thanks.
If you can work a job 2 days a week and it pays the bills, then God bless you.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get sick.
With us, with me, I gotta work for Friday. They already beefing. But they beef when you miss a day at the spot. Come on, bro. What's going on, bro? You all right? Listen, but at the end of the day, if you know me at work, you already know what it is. When it's the kids, they come first. Mm-hmm. Over everything, I don't give a. I'll lose my job off my kids, and I'll just go get another one. Because the hustle don't stop.
Listen, family's everything.
Yeah. That's my life saying. Family over everything. Mm-hmm. It's always been my motto. It's gonna be one that I stick by. And matter of fact, shout out to EJ. I was just on his podcast, the new one. Oh my God, I forgot the name. On Monday, I forgot the name of the show.
I don't know. You didn't tell me that.
But yo, we had an amazing conversation. It was basically, they wanted to see where I came up from, and that is what I admired about that show. It was from start and from the start to the end. So. No, meaning from me living in Coney Island, and how I lived in Coney Island.
See your beef with Buckshot?
Nah, I didn't even go to being the owner of a podcasting company. And I like I said, the show is amazing. Because they give you your roses while you're here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of different entrepreneurs.
I don't know what the talking about. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Taurus sarcasm. You gotta understand.
Yeah, listen, I'm cool with it. I deal with a Leo, and Leos have more sarcasm than anybody.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah. Shout out to the fact that I live with a bunch of Leos. So, yeah. And now I remember my 2 babies coming.
Oh, hell no.
I'm caught in a box. Definitely caught in a box.
Somebody help Dom, please.
No, I'm actually good though. You know what I'm saying? I live in a blessed household, as I always say. You know what I'm saying? I get the best of both worlds, the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah. But I love my crazy family. I mean, I can't see myself any happier.
Wouldn't trade them for the world.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But back to 29.
29, 20.
I'm gonna
Thank you. You
listen.
get a shirt. I don't know about him.
Listen, if you have not seen my show before, everybody knows I get corrected by Rainbow all the time.
John can't remember shit.
I try my best.
He couldn't even remember the goddamn name of the podcast.
And I was just on it Monday. Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like, you know, like I say all the time, I go through so much shit. It's like
John can't half the time remember what time our show is. He'd be like from 6 to 7. I'd be like, what? But that's not when the show is. The show is from 7 to 8.
I thought it was 67 hours. We started early.
We started late.
So what's your plans for this week, man? Besides the TL Mac Fitness Show, which is the next question I was going to ask anyway. What made you want to join TL Mac Fitness Show?
One, you asked me. Two, it gives me more exposure to get out into this world. The podcasting thing is cool, but I need more exposure. I want more exposure. I'm hungry right now. So it's like I can take as much opportunities as I can and get better at this and just perfect it. I'm still learning. Every day is a new learning experience for me, though.
See, that was one of the questions I was asking on our podcast. And I was explaining to him, no, the greatest part about being a podcast.
I always say it's like you're just talking to yourself, and the world just listens to it.
I'm not. I cannot be a one person podcast. I cannot.
It's hard.
It's not easy at all.
It's definitely hard.
Like people be like, well, why don't you like say, you know, they just talk about their day. I'm like, they don't want me to talk to myself. I can't talk to myself. That want me to act crazy. That's what is happening.
Nah, not at all.
Because at some point, you gotta answer your own question.
Mm-hmm.
No, if you have a great topic,
you have an audience that will chime in.
Yeah, you have an audience that will chime in.
That's if you're doing it live.
Yeah, but most podcasters do their
no. So what I was told was you become a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Not being a podcaster.
Right.
That means you're talking to the camera.
You've learned so much,
you're
young grasshopper.
Talking to the camera, and you're talking about your day, and you're like, you gotta talk to the camera like you're talking to someone. And that's not gonna happen. Then I'm gonna start saying like you're crazy. I don't know.
Yo, if EJ, if you're listening in, bro, call in.
I'm sorry, but
you know the number is
y'all a little extra sometimes.
929-441-2417. 929-441-2417. And chime in real quick on the name of that new podcast, bro, because I can't find it. I apologize. Because I did tell you. Because EJ's on 2 podcasts.
Okay,
he's on Cashworthy.
Email, but he didn't send you an email or something for when they were supposed to do the thing.
This ain't new to you.
So it ain't in this one.
It's not. Yeah, it's another one.
Got it. Sorry, people. You won't know until next week, probably.
Nah, if EJ's on, he'll definitely call in.
EJ is someone with a girl. He ain't got time for. Hey, Envy.
What up, Envy? Shout out to Envy Creations again. One of our great shows, also with the Queens of NYC.
All I know is I need a plate. And it ain't no special occasion. I just want to take.
So now you're on TLMAC Fitness. Where do you see yourself going with TLMAC Fitness Show?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I just feel like like I said, every time it's just a learning experience. I'm just hoping to get better and better at it.
It's been one
It's
show.
been one show.
But what did you learn from the one show?
That I need a better connection. Besides that, just more focus on just trying to stay more focused on the topic and not worried about other things around me. That's the hardest part. Besides that, it'll get better.
I mean,
we always go off topic.
Nah, going off topic is fun though, but it's just more of a me just
distraction.
Yes.
Topic.
See, the thing is with podcasting, and we've had this conversation multiple times, you can't just jump in like a fish and expect it to go. You gotta build it from bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You started that with
baby.
You started that with doing your own podcast
Mm-hmm.
and talking to yourself, so that way you learned the skills of okay, I can hold a conversation. No, a conversation. Now,
is it really a conversation?
It is. Trust me,
it's just that he did the audio. He didn't do video, so he just did audio. Audio is a little bit different from video.
Audio is
See, we do video and audio. A lot different. Mm-hmm. So now, being a part of a team, it's like you have to feed off.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is I've been set with this girl for like almost 6 years, 7 years now. So her energy and my energy are just
on the same page now.
I am here and Donna's and then we need them in this.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So pulling it in, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. So we just learned to be aggressive, and one has to be aggressive, one has to be passive. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to fall back, sometimes you don't. Mm-hmm. And y'all are gonna get this. The first show I thought was great. Had little hiccups, but it was great. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the TLMAC Fitness Show. Make sure y'all check them out tomorrow at 8 p.m. They definitely be on the Evening Rush Network. So definitely pull up. I see Envy say something.
All she said was she got me. She got me.
No, she said she has to balance everyone.
She does.
Yeah.
She ain't never lied.
Well, y'all show is different.
Nah, she told me she has to balance you.
Y'all show is different.
We are three women who have different opinions on everything. And that's what makes it a great show, because we're never all going to be like, you know what? That's right. Yep.
I think I've seen y'all once agree on the same damn thing. But you know what it is? What I loved about that show, what I love about it is the fact that energy. You could get, as soon as that camera come on, all three of y'all ready to turn up.
Because before, I'm like this.
Or y'all will start crying. I know somebody's gonna get emotional eventually.
I don't cry on camera.
I've seen
Preston
get emotional.
Wait till the break.
I wait till after the camera is off, and then I cry. Because we know I cry every day. I'm an emotional gangster.
But then you got Envy, who is cold as ice.
She's not
cold as ice.
Envy.
On your show, so far, your feelings about your co-host.
Great.
Oh man.
No.
Here we go. It's great.
He's great.
That was he's
great.
Too fast.
Actually, in like 3 weeks. She's awesome.
About
She's great.
You have two co-hosts. He's great.
Ask me how I feel about him in 3 weeks.
3 weeks? All right. I'm gonna make sure I ask. I'm gonna be like, yo, Rel, call in.
No, actually, so far, like it's actually the first episode was actually good. Like I said, take away the technical difficulties, but I actually have fun with it. Okay, so hopefully tomorrow.
But see, you've known both your co-hosts for a long time.
Well, more so him, not her.
More, yeah.
So, yeah, I've known him forever. Yeah. So it's just now learning, how they act together, and then me finding a way to fit myself in.
Which I'm really into the great thing. Well, I already know great things. I got hours.
I'm leaving.
Her bag left before her. She's like, I'm out of boom.
Yeah. Nah, because yo, there's just so many questions. I just started to touch of the ice right now.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm
Don't
getting
always
into.
start this question. Yes.
16.
Quick fellas, yes. Shout out to all of them, Bronx and Brooklyn.
Oh, so you have to chapter.
Yes, Mother Chapter's book.
Okay.
I'm about to say
because they have a podcast. They have a podcast.
What I'm about to say, why didn't you know that? I knew that.
We already knew half my circle life is wrong.
All right. Oh.
Wow.
whole circuit life is wrong. But okay, go ahead.
I known this guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Never seen him drunk.
That's my man. That's my man. So
horses are good for
That's no, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Are you able to talk
about the
about
golf in a few minutes? Don't do that.
We gonna do that.
No, we not.
We gonna go there.
No, matter of fact, let me check.
But I want to get into they have their own podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about it?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Copy. Next subject.
Oh,
okay. Copy. Gotcha.
There might be a little animosity.
Nope. No. I don't believe that.
No animosity.
They're family. There's always a family.
Let me tell you, there's animosity between families in a family unit.
Believe it?
I believe that.
No animosity.
I don't have animosity with my family.
Let me tell you something.
I might not like.
Y'all fight?
No.
All right. So there's a little animosity. I'm not saying
it's not animosity.
I'm not saying y'all hate each other.
We have disagreements. Not everybody agrees.
There's animosity.
No. There's one thing I learned in this lifestyle, this circuit lifestyle, you can't hate someone you say the same color. It's a brotherhood.
That's a lie, but whatever.
No. You can have disagreements, you can dislike them, but hate is a strong word. You cannot hate somebody you cannot.
I could have never, because literally, my circuit family is my actual family. My mama, my aunt, there's my cousin. But there was no hate.
There was no hate.
There was never any hate.
But see, that's the thing. Like, to me, it's always been a brotherhood. So, a brother and sister.
Well, I'm telling you, I had cousins.
There was a lot of incest going on.
Like you.
I would call it incest if it's brother and sister. But, you know.
Oh, my God.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie, I was. Kind of gave him that head nod, too. Like,
we're not really related.
Yeah, I mean, of course we're not. I mean,
that's a whole nother topic.
We're not related. Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Can we not go here, please?
You don't want to go there?
I don't want to. I mean, I didn't have no men in my club, but whatever. Stars, AC. I was in Stars AC. I was before that. I was with Dynamic John, and there was animosity in that club, and we shared the same colors. Yeah. That's why I said.
Shout to the highway bullies all day.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we're going off your Instagram page. Do you believe in poly relationships?
Oh wow. Look.
Are you monogamous? Are you a polyamorous? You believe it? As a chorus, you said no.
I believe.
I'm joking.
I believe in whatever makes you happy makes you happy.
I'm with that. I'm with that though. I am not interested in a polyamorous relationship, but if someone wants to be in one, then you just own.
I am at the point of whatever makes my lady happy makes me happy. Point.
So if your woman wanted to be in a polyamorous relationship,
something we have to discuss.
I'm gonna tell you, if my man said I want to be in a
he tells you he wants to have you
and
another woman.
Yo,
nothing. Nope.
What?
They just did a show about domestic violence.
If he wanted what? Now I wouldn't hit him. I really wouldn't hit him. I'm just talking shit. But I'm not a sharer. We're not sharing. I don't want to be shared, and I'm not sharing. So if you want to be with someone who's going to allow you to be with another woman, to pull y'all together, then I'm not the woman to be. I want to be in a me and you relationship.
In a monogamous.
In a monogamous relationship. Back in the day, And was there cheating and people went out and they did what they did? Yeah.
But
see, that's the thing about the poly thing is like it's set up for you not to cheat.
Yeah.
Now if you cheat after that, you're just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
right. But what I'm trying to say is I was young then. Those are things you thought
when you were younger, yeah, maybe.
It's cute. I'm not into that now. I'm into being with one man, one man only.
Well, you're older and you know what you want.
Exactly.
That's what it all boils down to.
I'm grown now.
Here's the point.
And I don't want to be with two men or a man and a woman.
Well, that right there would be my deal, but I can't be. There can be another man in our relationship.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem.
Can never.
If we said whatever makes his woman happy, they would have to discuss it though.
I'm pretty sure he would be.
But me and her are on the same page about this kind of thing, so I'm not really worried about that. Communication is key.
Majority of your podcast is about relationships, right?
Which is funny, right? Because Blacko, once again, telling me when I first did this whole podcast thing, I put it under I think it was a culture section of the thing. And then I started talking about relationships, and then I just started realizing, he was like, so why you just didn't put it under a relationship thing like I told you at the beginning? Because it was never meant to be about relationship things. So
but that's all the concept.
Having conversations with my girlfriend about different things of what I want to do on podcasts. We'll talk about different things, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I can do a podcast about this. Next thing you know, it's the relationship podcast. So I just do it under the relationship podcast. But I'm no relationship expert.
Nah, you're just expressing your experience.
All right, Kevin Taylor.
No, we're not gonna do that. No relationship prophet, no relationship expert.
Yo. Did you just go there?
Those dudes do that and put themselves and set themselves up for failure after.
Kevin Samuels is quite
a character.
A character. But at the same time,
his character probably makes him a lot of money.
Yeah.
It brings attention.
I mean,
I want to say that he's playing a part because I
think so.
I would hope that he's not sincerely this.
No, that's his belief.
No, I can't believe.
That's his belief.
You got to do what you feel like is going to get you more exposure, which in turn is going to make you more money. If he sat there on a regular basis and was just like, I like one woman, I like two women, point blank period, or whatever the case may be, that's it. He's not going to get.
I mean, once again, when he was fat shaming, because I tend to dibble with that watch the show.
I don't.
I'm totally against that.
People put clips up on like Facebook or something like that. Like I'll see a clip, but as the fact of going to his YouTube or going to his page, I would never.
I do it because I like to see what he said.
I've been tracked. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've been programmed to I want to see what crazy shit is gonna come out of his mouth next.
There you go.
And majority of the time it's him putting down women. But yet the women just keep going back now.
Maybe he's gay.
He said he had a girlfriend. He has multiple girlfriends.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Does that tie into the fact that most women like assholes?
I can only speak for myself. Don't be an asshole to me. You be an asshole to me. What am I, a tourist? What am I be to you?
Bigger asshole.
Thank you. So, if you want an asshole, be an asshole. If you want someone to be nice to you,
like you just said, most of it is just him putting down women, yet the women flop. They go right back.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, do we pay these people?
No. Nah.
They pay
him. I don't know that for sure.
Nah, they pay him.
If he was sitting here, he would not be out here a lot for 10 minutes and be like, "Yo, if there's no money, there won't be no show," and people would just bang, bang, bang.
Maybe that's it. Y'all don't pay us, ain't gonna be no show.
Put that at the beginning of the
yeah.
Next week, though.
Next week. This week.
I can do that. I got to word it properly.
That I could never let the man just sit there and just put me down to me and be like, well, I'm gonna pay you for that.
I can't even see myself talking down to a period. I can't. I was raised by a woman. I can't do it. Like,
and this is the reason why. Like, I've thinking about, after I had a long brief talk with my mom and a long brief talk with my daughter, I felt like I had to change a lot of things.
Thanks.
I had to. The thoughts I had on homosexuals, transsexuals,
Well,
I had
you know
to
what?
change all of that.
With the homosexual thing is like, it's more out there now. But let's just say 10, 15 years ago, you was never really seeing it. So now it's almost like, to a lot of people who had strong beliefs about what they felt was wrong about homosexuals or being homophobic, now that you see it to the forefront now, it's almost like, okay, they're here now. What do I do next? But it's like at the end of the day, you love who you love. It's
and that's the whole thing.
It ain't got nothing. It just has nothing to personally do with you.
But these people make it about them, and that's where it goes.
See but that's the sensitivity part.
I don't want.
They're very sensitive.
Like straight men. I'm not gonna say all, but there are straight men who think all gay men want them, and I'm like,
no, that wasn't my theory
not
of it.
saying you, but I'm just saying in general, like that's what some men think, and I'm like, just like everyone else, they have a type.
Yeah.
And you ain't it.
And then he gonna feel offended because he's not his type.
You ain't it. You're not his type. Get out of here.
But like I said, it started me becoming more open minded, and like I'm happy that I became more open minded.
Thank God.
Because like there's a transsexual that I'm around, and homie is like she's one of the amazing people. Like when you talk to her, like the things she says is just like, wow, okay, cool. And then I've came to acknowledge she's a she.
Yeah, because you said he at first.
Yeah, and I had to check myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these are things.
Man is now a woman.
But this, like I said, this is not saying that's what I prefer or anything like that. No, it's just saying that they are great people. They're great people, and if you get to know people
for who they are, not for what they are.
And it's the same saying, and as us being minority, we're doing the same thing that white people do to us.
Yep.
Caucasians do to us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta learn to be a little more open minded with the things you say towards people. And listen. A lot of it is listening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
people don't like to listen. What people do is they will hear you. They will not listen. But they just whatever they heard is just so they can respond. Not for them to actually listen to the information.
Yeah.
I heard you say, I ain't shit. I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I said but all you heard was I ain't shit.
It was just the way you said it, because I take that shit as you saying I ain't shit. I'm gonna stick with the other shit you said. So I'm gonna take it as you said I ain't shit. It was the forcefulness
in the loving way though.
Nah, it's just the forcefulness of how she said you ain't shit.
That's the tallest
yeah,
you ain't shit, but you could be better.
See, you hear how
but she's saying it out of place out of love though. You can see it on her face.
Yeah, I know. Not gonna be mean.
Two Tauruses to a Cancer.
Yeah, listen, I hold my own very well, straight and good, always. Tell them where they can find you, bro.
Instagram, you can find me Orel Beckham. IG, the Uncut Conversations page is the Uncut Conversations page, and if you want any clothing, you can just go to 2920 Clothing on IG.
2920 Clothing, y'all.
2920.
I heard I'll get a shirt. Dawn don't get one. Because I remember what the hell the name of the clothing line was.
Listen, I want to see next week, tomorrow, I want to hear you pushing that hard body on your shirt. How you want to go out, Rainbow?
Good night, y'all.
Damn.
She's harsh today. See what happens when you put too many Tauruses in one building? Like,
nah, because we
this is what happens.
Great. Nah,
this is what happens. This is what happens. How you want to go out, bro?
Well, I said I was offended.
Oh, you just said good night. The way you said it, people put the sense to it.
Nah, because you started talking right after I said good night. So I want to say good night. Y'all have a good night. If y'all home, stay home safe. If y'all not home, get home safe. And thanks for tuning in, watching, listening. Y'all have a good night.
Well, how you want to go
out? Check me out tomorrow on the TL Mac Fitness Show from 8 to 9.
No, I'm not saying that.
No.
That's the right time.
No, I got it right. No. Oh. And check out my podcast. Check out my podcast on Real Raw and Uncut. Is on all platforms. All podcasting platforms. So, Apple, Spotify, Google, all of it.
You might as well just bring it to the English Network and get it done.
Maybe you'll have a co-host.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea. You might be right.
There you go. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
We'll bring you in for the female guest panel then.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, look. Making them connections. Well, we're going out like this today. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening and checking in. I want to shout out to the fact that the app is doing well on Google Play right now. I appreciate everybody that's downloading the app. And, thank you for that support. I also want to say shout out to all the shows on the Evening Rush Network. I want to truly appreciate all the hard work that they do to entertain and to give y'all a great show each and every week. You know what I mean? And first and last, but definitely not least, I want y'all to definitely go to the eveningrushnetwork.com and subscribe. That's the most biggest thing y'all can do to help the show. We're on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button.
What does it cost? Nothing.
Not a
What
quarter.
is it?
Not a-
All you gotta do is click the subscribe button.
Click the subscribe button. I don't know why it's so hard for people to click the subscribe
Watch the
button.
shows, even if you don't want to. You can go to sleep to them. Give us some play, people.
Hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Put that notification so you can check everybody's show out. If you don't like our show, fine. There's another show on the network you might love. You know what I mean? Sex, Love, and Alcohol is right now one of the greatest shows on here in
You know why? Because
Very happy.
all those things sell. Sex sells, love sells, alcohol sells.
So make sure you tune in this Friday. We'll be here live in the studio. She's talking about fetishes. And I think that's going to be crazy.
I remember that show. I remember what you doing a show like that.
Yeah. I enjoyed every moment of that show. I forgot the best you had.
I don't remember. I just I ain't got no clue.
She's saying that, but I know it's a lie. And that's a lie. But yeah, I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Go to the eveningrushnetwork.com. Hit the subscribe button. And that's what it is, man. So, like I said, peace, love, and thank you all.
Love the niggas.
You already know how we always go out with my boy Fresh. So, engineer, hit that button.
My nephew told me I'm a king and a crown fitted. You can catch me in $1,000 outfit. I'm so marked, the rent got him stepping in.